night is back. It's back again, isn't it, Gus? And we need it. Boy, howdy do we need late night, don't we, Gus? Yes! We need it. We need it. It's rough. I haven't touched a person in over a month. And I would do ungodly things just to feel the warm embrace of another human being.
Woo! Yeah!
Gus, it's real weird, isn't it? It's, we look outside and the sky has been permanently frozen in a lunar eclipse for as far back as any of us can remember.
Permanent blood moon.
What's up with
baby.
that?
Yeah, when's it going away?
We don't really have any concept of time, beginning or end, do we, Gus?
Nope.
I tell you, I walked outside and it's like a vacuum. I get all the breath sucked out of my lungs, and I see birds and they're frozen mid-flight. It's very eerie, and I feel a cold in the depths of my soul.
It truly is some sort of hell.
Now, Gus, I don't believe we are actually in hell, or hell as we know it in the Western world, but I do think it's more accurate to say that what we're experiencing right now is the Buddhist concept of Naraka. Naraka, yes.
Turns out the Buddhists were right.
Buddhist purgatory. How did we end up here? Do I gotta do late night for all eternity?
I suppose we do.
Louis C.K.'s in the news. Louis C.K.? Louis C.K.? Yeah. Louis C.K.'s in the news. He released another stand-up special amidst all of this bad publicity from being a horrific sex pervert. But, Mr. C.K., if you wanted everybody to look past your horrific sex pervert crime past, maybe you should have tried doing what other people did and running for president. That's right, Gus. We hold our comedians to a higher standard than we do our presidents and presidential candidates. People will boycott The Cosby Show or Louis C.K., but they'll still vote for a rapist like Donald Trump or a friend of the show, Joe Biden, for president.
We deserve Naraka, don't we?
Fuck. Please welcome legendary comedian Rodney Dangerfield.
I tell you, things have not been going well for Rodney recently. It's been going real rough. I tell you, the other day I went up to my wife. You know how sometimes you got a wife? Well, I got a wife. Went up to my wife the other day, and she goes, "Whoa, Rodney, you're gonna stay 6 feet away from me." And I go, "Whoa, 6 feet? What is this, for quarantine? For social distancing?" And she goes, "No, Rodney, the 6 feet is because I don't love you anymore, and I find you physically repulsive." My wife, God love her, I never know what's going on in her head. The other day she's packing a suitcase, and I go, "Honey, why are you packing a suitcase?" And she goes, "Do you want the good news or do you want the bad news first?" Good news or the bad news first is what she said, and I say, "Give me the bad news first, so I can have the good news after to soften the blow." And so she goes, "Okay, Rodney, the bad news is I'm leaving you. This is it. This is the end of our marriage." And I go, "Good God, my wife is leaving me. This is horrible. Well, at least I got the good news to look forward to. What's the good news?" And she looks at me dead in the eye and she goes, "Rodney, I tell you, the good news is I don't gotta see your ugly face no more." I tell you, I'm real sad and I'm real fucked up. And I wish you guys would stop laughing at me, or one of these days I'm gonna blow my fucking brains out.
Rodney Dangerfield, everybody, yeah. What a talent. Well, that's great. I'd like to take a moment now to sadly announce the tragic passing of the love of my life, Laura Nairo. She died April 8th, 1997.
Well, I guess it's official. We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense.
Gus, what do we do?
She said, think of it more as a
Gus, what do we do? Well, I don't know how to fucking turn it off. Could you turn it off?
I'm already finding out
Turn off the Garth Brooks.
So it's wiping the walls out between you and me. And I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case.
Gus, I don't know what to...
Hey, Joey.
Shut up, Garth Brooks.
When I think about things I want to post, I want to post cool stuff. Slick stuff.
Turn it off. Turn it off. I don't want to fucking hear Garth Brooks.